Hear the intro. Yep. Everyone, welcome to the Insert Number podcast. Here, I don't give enough of a shit.
Like
Care about it anymore.
Now.
I don't care. It's like above 4.
Light bulb should know.
It's probably above 4.
Less than 12.
It's a number.
I feel like it might actually be more than 12. Anyway, what's the podcast about? That's a good question. Anyway, we're joined by our regular hosts, Yamato, the fellow Australian and Balkan nationalist, and Rick Dolphin, who is currently doing podcast out of the car. Cry about it.
Copenhagen, Copenhagen.
And then, and then again, thank you to all of our regulars who keep showing up for this absolute shit show, and also thank you to Lightbulb for recording this shit show that we can upload on YouTube for later use. Here's a hint: anything you see on YouTube is probably going to be several months old because there's such an incredible backlog. So, type safe mold. With that, I don't really know anything else to say other than I will have a announcement about podcast later on, probably towards the end.
What? Finish your damn thing. Let me die for a second.
I'm finished. Don't swallow paper. That's bad.
I wasn't trying to. I was trying to get the fucking plastic or the paper wrap off of my straw. And
stop eating while driving.
No, I'm gonna eat while I drive, motherfucker.
Something that's been, or something that's sort of been a thing. A lot of my family have been wanting me to, like, send them the link to the channel for the podcast or tell them where to listen to it, and it's like,
ooh, that's a dangerous game.
No.
They don't really want to.
No, I don't want them to.
What do they think you're going to talk about? Environmental safety or health and regulation or something? A meaningful conversation?
They'd definitely be
disappointed. Let us talk about the Labour Party.
We're not fucking communists.
The thing I've got my hand in front of the camera, I will throw an SLR.
It's one of our major. It's one of our It's one of our major political parties here. It's just called that.
At least you're not talking about the Australian Nationalist Party. I would rather jump off a bridge than have to watch one of their shitty campaign ads.
Oh my god, we haven't actually had. We haven't even started talking about shit. We already managed to have Labour Party.
Quickly, can we kill this?
Yes, indeed. No. We keep it going. 14 is a good number.
Indeed, it is.
14 is your mother.
Anyway, shall we get to
that's 38. Anyway.
Shall we start digging out these suggestions?
Alright, 32 new messages, and probably a quarter of those are actually suggestions.
Could you please not do that? Or else we will get... Someone spoke before you, someone said hello.
These nuts.
Then quickly shut up.
Who doesn't have the talking stick? Who's speaking without the talking stick?
They're muted now, but whoever was unmuted, I guess.
Woo!
Oh shit, that this Discord. Oh, I accidentally muted. Anyway, let's get to the suggestions, shall we?
Oh my god.
Oh, what? Oh.
Why has me jokingly mentioned a political party just turned the entirety of VC chat into abusing the left?
We are not talking about politics in podcast.
If you want to go talk about politics, join a different server. Because in this server, we just fuck your mother. Anyway.
If you want to talk about politics, don't be on Discord. How about that?
I believe there are servers dedicated to talking about
politics. Twitter. There will be people who will gladly ratio the fuck out of you.
Okay, let's go to the suggestions, shall we?
Alright. How long go about creating a language? That is... No. That's That's just That's. I mean, you don't really just create a language.
I-
They slowly evolve over a very long time. Like, language probably just came from making noises to indicate certain things, and it very, very, very slowly got more advanced as humans got more advanced.
Let's revert back to those.
And that's why there's
basic
so
noises.
fucking many different languages, because they've all evolved separately.
Let's revert back to these basic noises.
Next, why are you gay? Why do you want? Okay. There's so many suggestions.
A lot of people keep asking us
There's
if
so
we're gay.
many suggestions asking why we're gay. And
I
to
told you
every
guys that
single
these
one of those questions, I have one single answer for you. Why do you want to know?
Here's
What
I wanna
motive
know.
do you have to know?
My
Here's what I
answer
wanna
to
know.
these
Why were
questions is only for
Yam,
George's.
shut the fuck up.
No,
Yam,
you shut the fuck
Shut
up.
the fuck
No,
up. I will
shut the
make you
fuck
shut
up.
the fuck up.
Yam,
I will
shut the
beat
fuck
your
up.
meat.
Yam, shut
What?
the fuck up.
What?
Anyways, now that he shut the fuck up, I want to know why all the suggestions this week were such disappointments. You guys can't come up with anything better.
Yeah, they really just don't. We're not okay. Sid, we're not gonna do Sid's question. That is, even I
that's
have
not
no
even-
limits.
Also, another thing is the fact that you guys, my expectations for you guys were on the ground, and you brought a shovel, and you dug your own grave of disappointment.
Yeah, people like this. Okay, no, there's more. Okay, Lightbulb is the only one providing actual fucking questions. What do you think is the most questionable question asked in the question of the day? I'm gonna go with that is very questionable.
The question.
I mean, I can make a very questionable question if you wanted me to.
Do it.
Do it.
Didn't think this far ahead.
You should have.
Okay, coming from the person that simps Jewel just 24/7, I really don't think you're the one to be telling me about being prepared.
True.
It's going to question. Darehurst is currently the only one talking. Because the current one only talks about PC cooling. Let's dedicate the. No! Sabaton kills the podcast. Yeah. We know this.
Damn.
Your suggestion may die in a gutter.
Why a gutter, of all things? Couldn't have been a ditch. Couldn't have been a trench. It had to be a gutter, huh?
Now it's more embarrassing. It's like, of all things, you have to die in like the most pathetic. It's like, it's not even like a proper hole.
Ah, fair enough. You could have just said like a foxhole then.
Someone.
Foxhole is still a more proper hole than a gutter.
Well, no, but a gutter's like a thing on a house.
What about, like the gutter on the side of the street?
Other side of the street. That
Those
also
gutters.
provides pretty much the same
is that a
purpose.
gutter? I guess it's a gutter.
Yeah.
It's a gutter. That's usually what people are talking about when they say die in a gutter.
There may be
It's like the one on the side of the street, not like the one on your roof.
I'm not entirely familiar with British criminal dialect, so...
Criminal dialect.
That's a thing in America as well.
Don't they call
Die
it
in
the
a
curb?
gutter? Yeah, we call it the curb.
Or is it curb?
No, the curb is the bit above the gutter when you get onto the actual grass. The gutter is the actual bit below the slope up.
Cope.
Seed.
Mold.
Yeah, beat you to it.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like the... yeah.
When someone questioned today, how would alternate World War II look like it occurred in the borders and countries just before World War I? And yes, all countries have World War II. Okay, that's the thing. If World War I borders happened, World War II wouldn't have happened. Period. Because that means World War I wouldn't have happened, and World War II was a direct catalyst from World War I.
World War II happened because of the Treaty of Versailles.
I think
I mean, that's
it wasn't
putting
just
it
one
very
particular
simply,
issue.
but yeah.
There wasn't just one particular cause of World War II. There were
Okay.
multiple
There were-
causes of that
World
war.
There were
okay,
a lot of
hold on.
them.
Just
There were a lot of
listen to
causes,
my-
but if you boil it down, it was because of the Treaty of Versailles.
Yeah.
The Treaty of Versailles left Germany in a shadow of its former self. The entire country was in despair, and that kind of environment is a breeding ground for ultranationalists, and that's what gave rise to the Nazi Party, and so ensued World War II. Now, World War I was directly called by the unification of Germany.
Not
And the
doing that
Anglo-German
question,
arms
even though it's
race.
the only actual question we've fucking gotten. Who is... No! Oh my god. The alliance plus former Soviet countries declared war on every faction. No! Okay. And we've gone back to gay anime games.
What are your thoughts of the Beijing Olympics? I mean, like talking
There
about
were
them
Olympics that happened in Beijing.
after. I mean,
What a fun fact.
there were a lot of humanitarian like violations and other stuff, especially with the setup to the games.
Oh
where
yeah, no, the athletes were treated like dog
they
shit.
were treated like shit, and pretty much there were some of the stadiums afterwards were pretty much left to rot.
That's actually just what happens with most Olympic
Not
stadiums.
really. I mean,
No, that kind of actually is.
sort of. No, it's more common for one to get used afterwards than to be left to rot. It's only
No.
recent that there's a
About the
high
Olympics,
influx of ones that don't get used recently. But historically,
Because
they
countries put so much money into building this shit, and it's just like, well, we're not going to use it for an extended period of time.
Athens did that in 2004, and that is one of the biggest reasons. That the Olympics is literally one of the biggest reasons as to why they're so much in debt, because they just wasted fuck ton of money on building big shiny stadiums.
There's a fun fact.
Because it gives a massive amount of international prestige.
Like talking about this, like it's fucking England, but London, the London 2012 ones, they actually designed the stadiums and other things in a way that they could properly use them after the games.
Oh my god!
So
That's the
pretty much
cutest dog
everything
I've
else
ever
gets
seen.
used, and it's actually like it's one of the good examples of what to do.
Oh my god! Both those dogs
But
are
it's
so
fucking England, so that's another issue on its own. That's actually a good idea. Wow, someone actually agrees with that idea. Damn.
God damn! Your dogs are cute, but get the fuck out of my way! Fucking Minnesota. Of course he's from Minnesota. Fucking figures.
Damn.
Damn. Man's dunking on Minnesota.
Fucking
Yeah, damn.
Minnesota, man. Well, welcome to Minnesota.
What are your thoughts on
Fucking
us
bitch.
not being able to provide enough questions? Y'all
Anyway.
need to get more fucking inventive.
Y'all.
Like, holy shit.
Y'all!
How
I was
boring
hoping
for
for
a
a
little
little
bit
bit
more
more
lives.
rain around
suggestions
here.
and questions.
Y'all. Fucking, you're not allowed to use y'all.
Also,
Fuck your
anyway.
mothers.
also, you guys keep
I have-
asking if we're gay.
I have a fun fact about the Olympics. The Olympics that we know as today, or the Olympics that we see nowadays, was initially the concept of these modern Olympics was initially started in Germany in 1936.
But the Olympics were started in 1904.
No, listen what I'm saying,
The modern
motherfucker.
Olympics were
I
started
said
in 1904.
no. Oh my god. The Olympics that as we know them today, how they're conducted was initially started like that in 1936 Germany. Before then, the Olympics were operated entirely different from then.
Yeah.
The Olympics change year to year.
Sort of.
But it probably took them. I get where you're going at. Like I think I know what you mean.
Like, forget about it. I'm not on the same intellectual level apparently.
JJB start
I
to
feel
play
like
war
Scar and
at
Lion King.
each other, which would
I feel like I'm.
Hun-
Scar.
100 million
Scar
lines or
fighting.
every non-legendary Pokemon. I don't fucking know. I don't
What?
look at Pokemon much.
Really,
Oh,
probably it would actually be the Pokemon, considering
I'm
the
also just
Pokemon
going to
have
ignore Lock-in's
abilities.
question because that shit hurt my brain.
What question?
The one above Nanimaze.
is mayonnaise an injury?
Ah, that one. Yeah, no, I would say the Pokemon win, considering they have the ability to, like, breathe fire, freeze shit, when lions... I mean, they exist.
Let's see how Pokemon handle corrupt style.
Now, the real question is if...
I mean, okay, I know we would probably end up defaulting to fucking... I know I had a feeling we would default back to Cold Pass, but holy shit, I didn't expect it to go this quick. Like, holy fuck, there's less questions than last week.
Where's Animator with his actually decent suggestions?
As you say that, he gives an accident. As you say that, he says a question. So
Let's hear it.
you and the other last living human have a knife in your hands, and you have a good 5 seconds to kill yourself with a person in front of you. You know, one must suffer you know that one of you will have to suffer at the hands of the eldritch horror for all eternity, never able to die. While the other finally gets to... What the fuck? What the fuck?
What?
What?
Oh,
Hold on, let me read this shit. I'm going down the highway, but let's read this.
can we get some backstory to this question?
You and the other last living human.
Oh, leave! I have no mouth and I must scream. Oh, I know what you mean now.
I don't even know what... I've never heard of that.
You have a good 5 seconds to kill
Horror
yourself with the
book.
person in front of you. You know that one of you will suffer at the hands of the eldritch horror for all eternity, never able to die. The other gets to find the rest.
Actually, knowing probably the basic.
I don't want to have an
fine.
existential crisis right now, thank you very much.
Also, knowing the proper plot, knowing
Shut up!
I was actually speaking first, so maybe you should shut
He
up.
kind of was.
I
Besides
have the louder
yelling at
voice.
me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It is better, but I still don't want an existential crisis. What do I think of the VTubers? Die.
I personally don't like the whole thing, but I know other people like it, and for other people, it feels more comfortable for them to do VTubing over regular showing their face. So, to people who feel like that, I guess I can respect that, but I wouldn't be watching and enjoying that content.
I see
The
eldritch.
duality of our statements. Mine is just die, while you give an actual fucking answer.
Well, yeah, I agree. I agree with Yam. Some people aren't just comfortable with showing their actual face, so they'll put like their VTuber. So
Yeah, but
It's-
a lot of
to
that
each their
shit
own, really.
is
If you
to
prefer-
appeal to weebs.
you know what?
Like,
If you're just, well, I mean, if you're drawing in an audience,
Well,
so yeah, it's like
Despy,
almost like a
this is also why you aren't a host, so
Better.
cope sees mold.
Damn.
Copenhagen sees and Hagen Maldenhagen.
Why do people hate anime for real, though? I don't know.
Because, okay, people don't hate anime because of anime. People hate anime because of the culture of people that surround anime.
It's in simple words.
In the sense that
it's
in
the
the sense that
fucking
you guys are like-
weebs.
it's the people that enjoy anime that overhype it and they talk about it too much and they just like kind of like they can't like the people who like again things are represented by their best and their worst, not the moderate in between, right? So like weebs, like hardcore, like diehard weebs that buy like $800 fake katanas thinking they're real from
Otaku,
Japan or something,
basically,
right? And
at that point.
And the people that can't talk about anything other than anime and just like basically simp over it, it gets annoying, and people are dissuaded from anime because of those people. So people don't like anime not because of the anime, but because of the people that talk about anime and won't shut the fuck up about anime. That makes sense.
I enjoy anime myself.
There are some really good stories with anime and everything. Like everything, there's going to be something good about it. But if the people that surround it aren't good people and they are just annoying and they won't, they sour your opinion on it, even if you've never partaken in it, because well, they're people. So that's my 2 cents on it. It's not the material; it's the people that surround it, or the people that enjoy it.
I enjoy anime myself, and I can say just the anime fandom in general, I hate. And the whole anime thing, like, I generally find it annoying. Some people are actually really cool, because it's just like, people who just, like, enjoy watching this stuff. But then there are
Again,
other
yeah,
people who, as you said, are, like, too annoying with it, and too obsessive, and it can get really annoying.
exactly. Because if all you hear about is the people who are constantly like, "Oh my god, it's so good," and they won't shut up about it when you're trying to like talk about something else, and they literally try and force an anime topic into whatever you're talking about, it gets annoying, and you're never going to want to, even touch the stuff because that one annoying person or those many annoying people kind of ruin your opinion. So
Yeah.
There's some other examples of fandoms and other things that do this, but I think anime is probably the most best example
prominent.
of it, and it's the most common one.
Okay, I like how people are just realizing that they better use podcast suggestions to chat because that's what we're actually looking at. Please don't.
Only
See,
use podcast suggestions for like submitting
Destiny makes a
topics
good
or questions.
Destiny makes a good example. The Undertale fandom is another one that does it.
Yes, indeed.
I personally,
Okay.
I haven't played Undertale specifically, but I have been a part of. I have watched that stuff. I've watched playthroughs of the game. I know quite a bit about it. I've even played Deltarune to an extent. It's a good game and well deserving of its praise, but as you guys are saying, it's dragged down by the worst of its community and all that it falls subject to. There's actually a very good video on YouTube about it. I don't know if I can't remember who did it by, but there's a guy who dissects all these fandoms and shit, and basically gives a really good explanation.
Eye Patch Wolf?
But on
I'll do you all one
maybe
better. I'll give you a better example. Undertale's gone, but I'll give you a better example so you can realize. The Last of Us 2.
really.
The
Yeah,
Last of
it
Us
is
2
pretty bad.
has such an annoying fandom around it. Holy shit.
A lot of people say people will say that it's way better than the original. I would say the original is far better.
Well, not just that, they compare it to literally everything. I saw people
Yeah.
comparing The Last of Us to Doom Eternal.
Those are
I'm
two
sorry
completely
to
different games.
backtrack there, but
What they try to do is they try to compare it to everything, even stuff that has no relation to it in the sense of gameplay or style or anything. And they try to use every single point to try and make you think that this thing is superior. Like Last of Us 2, anime, Undertale. They constantly try and nitpick everything else to make their stuff seem better, and they always compare their stuff to completely unrelated, arbitrary stuff to make it
also
better.
they can't
Like
admit any flaws in what they enjoy. Like they don't admit
exactly.
for
Yeah.
example, I really like the original Life is Strange game. It has its problems. The writing can be a bit bad in times, but I can say yes, I like this game, and it has problems. It's not perfect. But some people literally
More than
cannot admit that a game or something that they're into has problems. And they will say it's perfect in every single way. To some extent, maybe even say that it's, quote, the best thing in that category, which is
Last of Us 2.
definitely not true. That is very opinionated. But going back to, like, with Undertale, like, I enjoy the games. I played both Deltarune so far and Undertale, and the fandom has actually kind of killed some aspects of Undertale for me. For instance, Sans and Papyrus, I can't look at those two characters the same way, and I actually kind of hate them now because of what the fandom has done. Like, I just despise, I kind of hate them. They really annoying now.
Hmm.
We
Silence.
Indeed. Whole SCP thing. SCP is weird. Isn't the SCP fandom can get a bit problematic at sometimes?
I don't know a
Really
single
tame.
thing about it.
I remember
It's actually compared to other things, it's a lot. Of, I've had a lot of people calling it the internet's best kept secret, and that's honestly not a bad way to describe it because it's a massive fandom and it's a massive community, but it's still not in the public eye really.
it's good.
Like most people have like heard of it, but they haven't really looked into it. But once you do look into it, it is a massive, and I mean massive community, and because it is kept away from that mainstream, despite the plethora of things about it, in it, and surrounding it, because it is kept away from that mainstream, it has actually stayed pretty tame compared to some other stuff. I mean, everything's gonna have its extremists, like there is bad stuff about it, there's controversial stuff, there's nothing's ever perfect. I'm not saying that SCP is perfect. It's literally at its heart is a community writing it's a community writing project. It's never gonna like stick around that much. I mean, not stick around. It's never gonna stay completely pure, but it's actually stayed fairly tame in comparison to some other of these massive fandoms like Undertale or some of that other stuff.
Math. And to some extent,
Yeah, you know that this is more of a thing if you know SCP, but yeah, they've been getting really strict about their copyright, about their CC guidelines. Probably the biggest example of this is the removal of the picture of 173 from the website, which is it was the first SCP. It was the thing that defined the whole fucking thing. It is the source of it, and it's going because it is non-CC compliant. It is a copyrighted art installation by a Japanese artist. The artist himself was gracious enough to continue letting the SCP wiki keep using it. Since everything with Andrei Duskin in Russia, they have gotten really fucking strict with it, and so the wiki has decided to remove it from there. Now that doesn't mean that image is going to be completely unrelated from SCP. Now that image is going to be forever tied to the fandom. It's never going to go away. It's the thing that made the thing. And here's the thing: SCP, like all good things, started on 4chan. With the post of with like the containment procedures and everything for that on 4chan, and that picture was the thing. That was what it was.
Also,
and then it grew from there. That's what SCP is. That's what it's always been, and it's evolved so much since 4chan. But it's also stupid how much stuff comes from the toilet of the internet.
Talking about that image as well, is like if you don't know what SCP is, you would have seen that image. Like you may not know any other.
Before I got into the SCP, I had seen stuff about it. I knew the general idea of what it was about.
Also, interesting thing about SCP,
I had seen that picture before, yeah.
And the original post that started it, it was because obviously the first thing you might notice about SCP-173 is that it is very similar to the Weeping Angels from Doctor Who, and
that is what it is compared to a lot.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is the original post that came out on 4chan came out either the same day or a few days after the premiere of the Doctor Who episode Blink, which was the episode that introduced the Weeping Angels.
Yeah, but
I have a fun fact. I don't know
don't
what
think that's
SCP
true because I
173
don't think because I'm pretty sure Weeping Angels are much older than even the internet itself.
Oh yeah, true.
Uh
Sorry, I thought you were
no,
saying-
no, we're not. Okay, the original intention of the podcast suggestions is we get to these long-winded things, and then once we run dry of these long-winded things, we default back on to the podcast suggestions.
We haven't really had many deep, long-running things. We had like the first episode. We had a really good suggestion.
Yeah,
Many.
we were just basically talking about guns the entire first episode.
Hitman really helps that one. Anyway,
That wasn't first episode. But...
no, sorry, the first episode that we had the podcast suggestions.
Yeah.
We
Motherfucker, I'm
actually
the
used
fucking
them.
meetings.
What?
I was the one who
Okay.
made the damn thing.
I mean,
Podcast suggestions.
no, we were talking about the episode where we had Uman as a special guest, and you weren't even there, mate.
I
You
haven't
fell
been to like
asleep,
half,
didn't you?
so you're gonna have to.
Eatman carried that episode because we were mostly just talking about
I
history.
mean, you say he carried that episode. He wasn't there for most of it, and most of him talking was just us listening.
Okay, well, he's still
Again, is the point of
engagement was still pretty high.
podcast, but like not the host just listening. It's supposed to be the listeners listening.
Okay, yeah, that's just anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Well, also thank you. Congratulations, Anime. You managed to kill that topic we were talking about.
Indeed, you did. Indeed, you did. Look, FNAF. No, we're not going to be talking about FNAF lore. I just want to say one thing about FNF. Fuck the community. It's shit.
True. For the most part, the community sucks, but I like the games.
The
I
game's
like
fun.
the lore behind it.
Oh no, I was talking about. I was talking about FNF. Friday Night Funkin', as well as FNAF. Like, FNAF community sucks.
I was not really in. But it was just everywhere, and I was sick of it.
No, and very understandable. You literally couldn't escape it. What 2014
It was
to 2016.
fucking everywhere, and it was just like, yep, cool, rhythm game. There's 20 million other like it. What does why is it different? Like, holy shit.
Anyway,
And apparently it just took the internet like storm.
the game hasn't had a major update since mid last year, so I don't know what's going on with that. Even though they
What do you
said
guys
it was.
I mean, at some point it just became... let me get this clear. My entire knowledge on how FNF works has come from the fucking memes. So,
What are you guys
give me a break. Have you...
What's FNF?
Friday Night Funkin'. It's a Newgrounds rhythm game.
Nope, no idea what that is.
Man is not attuned to meme culture.
I also didn't know what SCP-173 is. So
Actually, I'm genuinely surprised you don't know that, considering we've talked about SCP quite a lot in.
yeah, I hear you guys talking about SCP. I hear you guys talking about SCP, and I mainly just ignore you
Fair enough.
because I really don't have much interest in it.
We do have lots of conversations about SCP, so that's quite understandable.
You know what I found out. You know how I found out about SCP? Siren Head.
Iron Head isn't even an SCP!
No, but from Siren Head, I found out that I found SCP, and then I read into it, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not interested in this.
That's fair.
Yeah, understandable.
Mainly my interest in SCP was killed when fucking what was it, 4264 or something?
What is 4264?
Fucking Bismarck.
Oh, that one.
That shit ruined it for me. It's like, what the fuck? You guys are really out of it that much.
That particular one really fucked you up.
That one ruined it for me.
Damn.
So I've not read anything about NCP since then, and that was like what 2016. So it's been a
Man really got so insulted over a battleship that got sunk in like that got sunk 80 years ago.
8.
80, I think he
I
meant.
said 80. Like
Yeah.
that shit. That shit didn't get sunk in 2012.
No,
No,
but
sorry, 2014.
it didn't. No, now listen. It didn't ruin it because of the fact. It didn't ruin it because I'm a wereaboo or something. No, it ruined it because it was so like it showed such a lack of creativity.
Mm. Some SCPs.
You will find that with a lot of them. There's a lot of entries, and not all of them are like. And they haven't all been like meticulously looked over, like new current like applications to the wiki are. And usually, and a lot of the time it was just cool. You have something you want to add. Let's just make sure it is not like just fucking absolute stupidity. And sure, go ahead. Now it's like you like people putting like in applications, and if it makes it to the wiki, then that's like that's it.
Some SCPs can be really creative and
That's the
interesting,
way
while
every
others
Rich's
are,
conversation.
while
again,
others
it was
are
that
actually
one-
pretty boring.
That one just fucking brand that just made me think was just so uncreative. It showed such a lack of inspiration that it kind of just ruined it for me.
I mean, if you look into it past just the wiki entry, there a lot of the time, because that's like it doesn't belong to one particular person. As long as you credit the person who originally made it, you can use it however you want. So people make add-on stories and add world building to that. Now there's actually there is a lot of world building and stuff, and so it's not just plain, hey, look, giant freaky octopus is the Bismarck. Look, guys, it's funny, it's cool. Wow, okay, look, it sunk a carrier. It's not a carrier. It sunk a passenger liner. Wow, it goes beyond that. No,
When
like
did Bismarck sink a passenger liner?
it didn't. That's the thing. But it's like I have read into the Bismarck SP when it ever does like its event thing. It basically just sinks anything it finds, including passenger liners. But I'm talking about octopus shit. Yeah, and yeah. Anyway, there is more world building on it if you look into it though, from beyond the wiki.
I still probably won't, but that's just why
Very
I don't know
understandable.
about it, or if anything about it.
And that's fine.
That's fine.
It's just not been a thing to you for that long enough for that long of a time. You're not really interested in knowing anymore.
I only kind of recently got into SCP, actually.
Mm.
And to that extent, I'm not really really into it. Like I just casually watch lore videos. I don't really get in the site, and I haven't read every article. That would be.
I have read. I rarely. I rarely read articles. That shit's a chore. Congratulations to whoever has managed to read. However, there's over 6,000 official entries.
Most of them won't be even really worth reading.
And they all have their own things.
They do. But
It's also why there's so much YouTube content about that stuff, because it's just it's a near endless amount of it's a near endless amount you get reading the stories, and then
Fucking
only
California.
only read the premiere.
I should
You
crash into this California tech.
that's the thing. I mean, there is no canon to SCP, so as long as whatever you think whatever you think you've read is cool, that can be canon to you. There is no just one particular canon, however so many people would like you to believe. Yeah.
Podcast suggestion: shit yourself. No.
Any good suggestions? Come on. I can't read through them, so I'm relying on you guys to
Dark
find
Souls game. What's your?
Are you going to get onto your computer anytime soon?
I am on the way back to base.
Not me.
How long is the drive?
Well, considering I've been on the road for almost 3 hours now, it'll be a little bit.
Yes. If people can optimize anything in the game, especially when it comes to MMOs, considering I was massive into MMOs, they will. And to some extent, it can be interesting, but to some extent, except when it comes to like raiding and shit,
Shit
it is
yourself again,
really tedious
McDonald's
and
in
not fun.
1977.
Because
I feel so lost.
do you know how? Do you what is scrolling up? I can only scroll down.
I can
Look,
scroll to your mother.
If you guys see a suggestion, I need you to read it because I kind of can't read them.
Lads, what are you all doing? Looking at
Copenhagen, Sievenhagen, Moldenhagen. Yes, I stole
You
it. Cope
can't-
Steve Moldenhagen.
You can't steal that from me.
I can.
Okay,
Quote.
No, you can't. I copyrighted it.
Take Lightbulb's
Show
question.
me the copyright and then I'll give it back.
Bend over. I'll show you.
I don't know. Question do you think
No.
we should optimize the fun
Well,
of
then
it?
I guess you won't get to see it.
Yes. Oh,
Well,
sorry.
I guess I'll just keep on using it.
Yes, then I make people do that. Just look at some raiding shit and WoW, and you already have it there. Especially any classic WoW stuff. What kind of
I
password?
do not know the slightest bit about World of Warcraft, so I am not the person to talk to
Yeah,
about that.
don't get me started on it, because I will literally talk about it for hours. The Holy Roman Empire history.
Well, we've nearly reached our benchmark of an hour running.
Oh, we have? Okay, it doesn't feel like it's been an hour.
No, because we've actually had shit to talk about. I know,
The
crazy.
Holy Roman Empire.
You can scroll up.
I'm
Fuck
going
the Holy
to.
Roman Empire.
I'm going to say the Greek Empire. The Greek.
It was neither Holy, Roman, or an empire.
I'm going to say the Greek.
Is Italian pasta or non-Italian pasta the best? It really, really fucking depends.
Le Vespucci, we need the Thompson machine guns.
I did not understand any of that, except for
I'm telling you,
machine
Vespucci.
guns.
Shit
I'm
yourself.
telling you, Vespucci. We need the more concrete shoes.
Can we use unused questions of this episode in next questions?
Maybe, maybe not.
Just in general, name pasta brands. I don't know any pasta brands. I am
Alright.
sorry.
Fucking
Anna.
time to go.
I love pasta, but not enough to memorize fucking pasta brands.
I will not go fuck myself. You can go fuck yourself.
You can go fuck yourself.
No, you. Go fuck yourself. Ranger, have you Australian Leo, have you tried looking at yourself in a mirror and then fucking yourself?
I'm not
Because
gay.
you should do that. No, I will not fuck you. Unless you're secretly Georges in disguise.
No, that's still gay.
Is it if it's Georges we're talking about?
Also,
Yes.
Oh, okay.
yeah, no, it just is. There's no way of sugarcoating it.
Damn.
You are the homosexual variety.
Only for Georges though.
You need higher standards.
I do.
You really, you.
I mean, I guess Jetstream Sam is one, but
Can I just pass my exit?
Rich, for fuck's sake, if you just.
maybe she doesn't need to go back home. And that's the last thing we ever heard from Rich.
Ah, no, there's my exit.
Okay, thank God.
I'd like the fuck me, you coward.
That's a good one.
And the good news
fucking
is
anime.
that is
You
what's not my job. Bad news is you have
You
to.
can't just say that while I'm trying to drink something.
The chance is high. Look, animator, if we get to the point where where it's going to be a World War III, I think there's a high chance that majority of us would be dead, considering bombs would have been flying, destroying every major city.
Let me bust your guys' idea on the draft. It's not what you think it is. And also,
Shit,
odds for a
this
draft.
VC for 54 minutes.
The odds of a draft.
I like how me just saying, what about the droid attack on the Wookiees? Just absolutely fucking killed Rich.
What were you saying about drafting, Rich?
Me, drafting is probably not going to get inducted. I'm concerned this probably isn't going to escalate into World War III. And if it does escalate into World War III, God help me, because I'm going to have to be the one that's teaching the drafted what to fucking do.
Damn.
If
I
World
mean,
War
no,
III,
here's the thing, the moment it becomes World War III is the moment we're all fucking dead.
Yeah. Look, can we actually not talk about this? Please, I'm sorry.
You know, yeah, we probably should.
I'm just.
Purposely
This has been a
ignoring
thing
this whole
that has
thing.
been personally stressing me out since, and I personally would like not to talk about it.
That's fair. Alright.
I mean, for what it's worth, it's getting everyone pissed off, so...
shut your ass up.
Please
Shut your
don't
ass up.
speak.
You don't have the fucking talking stick.
If you want to say something, you say it in VC chat. The text chat, not the actual voice. Or you could move to general and just say it there, although no one would hear you.
Don't. I would ignore you.
Why am I going 70 on a 40-mile-an-hour road?
If you do the thing where you talk and chat and then ping me, I will ignore you.
Existential crisis.
It may way too long to find that. I have way
Yeah.
too many.
I own the game for it, but I actually haven't played it yet. I've been meaning to, so I feel like I feel like I actually need to have a more understanding of the actual
Animator, that question sucks.
Yeah, no one really knows the source material, which
Okay.
is fair.
When I see Eldritch, I'm immediately disinterested.
Okay, I have a question.
Anyway,
Says the one that asked a question involving
okay.
Eldritch. You die of cringe, you fucking bitch.
Rich
Come
is
on,
actively looking at his phone while driving.
Anyway,
Yes, I'm actively looking at my phone while I'm driving while speeding.
why
Jesus
the fuck are you
fucking Christ.
speeding?
Because the pace of traffic is going this speed, okay?
Why is traffic
It's not, because
speeding?
it's Florida!
At least animator actually put effort in.
That is fair.
It's Florida, okay? It's not my fault that the person in front of me is going 70 on a 40-mile-an-hour road, okay? I don't make the laws, I just follow them. And by follow them, it's like Fight Club laws.
It says the man actively
Enjoyed
breaking the law.
I enjoyed it, animator. I just didn't really know how to answer it. Sorry.
Look at the fucking road before you die. No. I'm looking at the road. I glanced down at my phone. Anything in the world.
Are we gonna hear a loud bang and then just Rich disconnect?
And I made all your fucking good questions, the existential crisis ones. Next podcast, I want a good question that doesn't emulate a Kazergstat episode. Quartz Next time you do podcast, don't emulate a fucking Quartz episode.
I don't know, maybe question if we
Finally remembered how to fucking pronounce it.
Question if we could have like own a Panzer 6 or a Panzer 4, which Panzer would you want to own?
Panzer 6.
Well, I guess that's Rich's answer. Mine definitely would be a Panzer 4.
motherfucking 6.
Panzer 4 is pretty nice.
It was reliable.
Maybe
Give it
something.
an
Hey, hold on. I have an idea. Animator, you know the effort that you were putting in last podcast I was in that you were asking questions? Yeah, do that again, but maybe not the exact same questions. Or, in better words, how about,
doesn't default for the shit posting.
how about
Give an answer.
maybe in a better words, how about you don't suck?
Damn, that was aggressive. At least Anime is actually like putting in effort for the questions. Oh, it's Mercy.
Hey, a boat.
Good for you. Good for you. Shut your fucking mouth.
Shut your fucking mouth.
God, I hate that USB. Because, like, fuck, that has... Get ready to use, like, wherever you plug it in, like, the adjacent USB stick is going to be useless.
Speaking of USBs, you people know that. Okay, here's the thing. When you're trying to plug in the USB, it's always the third side.
Yeah.
Fahrenheit 451.
USB-C's is actually quite nice because it's like don't have to worry about what side you plug it in, but it's just not really widely used at the moment. And then Apple does shitty things like only have USB-C, and you have to spend like $40 on a USB a dongle so you can actually use like literally anything else because still not many things uses USB-C. I think the only thing I have that uses USB-C, other than charging stuff, is one external hard drive.
So, you basically want us to design a dream aircraft.
I want to fly in Panzer IV
That's not how it works.
that shoots landmines.
Choose one aircraft specialist into strong military, so honestly you get to choose maximum speed.
I don't know. There's honestly so many different combinations and so many different designs and concepts that you could go with that that would take way too long to just sift through all the ideas. Like, do you want a flying wing? Do you want a jet aircraft? Do you want a propeller aircraft? Do you want a biplane, monoplane, triplane? Do you want a single engine, dual engine, tri-engine, quad engine, quintuple engine if you're into that? Do you want a glider? It's just fucking...
I would probably paint it red, kind of like the.
Because if it's red, it goes faster.
No, I was thinking it's Red
proven
Baron.
science. Exactly. If it's red, it goes faster.
I mean that's what the orcs believe in 40k. And due to their ability of whatever they believe becomes real,
Please
thing.
stop talking.
Just basically.
Fucking Despy, I answered your
You
question. It's not
can't
my
give
fault
us
you
any purpose that we could fucking dream of, and then you can't give us just make an aircraft, tell us what it does, tell us it's specific. No, give us at least some regulations. No.
time
Fuck
period,
you.
design
What are-
limitations.
I can say
yeah,
a flying Panzer IV.
Limitations are needed for creativity. No, fuck you.
I want a flying Panzer IV.
Anyways,
Does that answer your question?
Shut. Enough about the aircraft. I was trying to answer Despy's question. I did actually answer your question, Despy. Fahrenheit 451. Anyone that says the Bible can go fuck themselves.
Mute animator. What's your favorite
I've read a
Pokemon?
lot of books.
Ooh, my favorite Pokemon is Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil, the fire starter.
Not really one of them has left a lasting impact.
Mine is Field, so fight.
I read the entire fucking Harry Potter series, and that shit, I barely even remember that shit.
What kind of question is that? What kind of fabric do you like for your shirts? Preferably not denim.
What the fuck is a denim shirt?
Okay,
I
so
hate that probably
this is a
exists.
thing, but leather shirts are a thing, and I hate it.
Why would you make? Why you're basically just wearing hardened skin.
Yeah, pretty
Those
much.
are probably just Those are probably just dominatrixes.
I get leather. I get leather jackets. Like
Leather
I
jackets,
like.
nice.
Those look nice. But leather shirts. What the fuck?
I also got leather pants
What's
as
your
well.
favorite Pokemon type?
Okay.
Don't give a shit about Pokemon.
Either
Okay.
fighting or
Lightbulb,
either fighting
the
or
reason
fire.
All
Oh,
questions
okay.
and drowned out by.
Forget the Pokemon. Fuck the Pokemon. Right? Fucking. There's so many questions that are being asked, and so many of them are dog shit. That the one couple of questions that are good or too complicated to actually be answered is the fact that we can't read every individual question. Our brain power would just melt faster than Germany's manpower does in Hearts of Iron. Right? So the good questions are being drowned out by the bad questions because there's so many bad questions. We don't have the energy to read through all the bad questions to find the good ones. If you guys would stop asking bad questions, these problems would be solved.
I wouldn't say not everyone's bad.
Here's a good question. Have you heard about the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up. I didn't
I have
make
the
the
power to
question.
make you shut the fuck up.
Mod abuse.
That is true.
I got the power.
Indeed you do. I mean, still, 16 people are... We still got, like...
What the fuck is a
13
bad
people
question to
enjoying
me?
this.
How about every question that you've asked? That's a bad question to me.
What's the definition of a good question then?
Shut up.
Shut up. That's
Shut the fuck up. You don't have the talking stick. Shut
You're
the
not
fuck
allowed
up.
to speak. Do not
This is a dumpster fire.
fucking talk.
This is a bigger dumpster fire than Australia's politics.
Fuck
That
Australian
is
politics.
okay. That might be a stretch, mate.
No.
Nah,
That
okay,
might be a stretch.
1975.
This
Australia
podcast
politics.
isn't that fucked up.
No, it's... I mean,
Oh
people...
fucking god, Spee! Oh my fucking... Holy shit, Spee.
Also, I'm just gonna say this, considering it's like midnight for True of the Host, like complicated questions like that, I'm personally too
What?
tired.
I woke up at 9 a.m. And it's 12:30 in the morning.
Despy, what the fuck is that? What the fuck did I just read? I want to crash.
Podcast suggestion: make a talking stick roll that allows
What's this
you
phone?
to unmute in the podcast.
I want to
No.
crash.
If we
What
give
the
you permission to talk in the
What the-
podcast,
what the
we give you
fuck?
permission in the podcast. But if you don't
So
have
help me
permission
God.
to talk in the podcast, don't talk. It's simple.
So help me Christ, if I end up in a threesome with JV and EXE, I'm going to turn myself into a chandelier.
What are they fucking the chandelier?
I can you just like delete that message, please, Dretch?
Oh yeah, sure. Let me just go through the complicated Discord GUI of deleting a message on mobile while I'm driving.
Just do it
I
while
hear
you're
the
driving.
chick.
Simple.
It sounds like you're it sounds like you're at an intersection.
Your mother is an intersection for dicks.
Oh, there is an intersection.
The four-way, don't worry. Four-way intersection.
Wait, you stole Obama Wait, what?
Oh, Obama
Yeah.
poster from my school.
I went through a weird thing where, like, I would get ridiculously tired, and for some reason, my brain thought it'd be a good idea to send one of my friends just random pictures of Obama. So when she would wake up, she would just look at her DM,
Alright.
and then she would have like 5 pictures of Obama from me without any
Give
context.
me like 5 minutes.
Okay. That's
unsolicited Obama pictures.
yeah, pretty much. And I think I also
Is this okay? Oh, there's this funny story my mum told me about how there was this. I don't remember some political party trying to get elected, and it's just like, we will get rid of unsolicited political text messages. Guess how they told them they were going to do that? An unsolicited political text message.
yeah.
Congratulations! Do the thing you're trying to get rid. Do the thing you're selling. What is the logic? You clearly won't.
There's also been other things I've just randomly sent this friend without context because I know they don't give a shit. They just question my sanity.
Don't we all?
I mean, I simp for Georges, you should be concerned.
Yeah, no, okay, here's the thing. I don't question it. There is no question. You are just
Yeah.
a chicken.
Also, speaking about breakfast food, I'm not sure of this because like I don't really consider this to be either a breakfast food per se. I consider it to be kind of breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Okay.
Pancakes. I fucking love
Oh,
pancakes.
you guys are actually having you
And
guys are
waffles
actually having a
are good
conversation.
as well.
Oh.
But I mostly
I was
have
about to-
porridge for breakfast, so I guess I could say that. But yeah,
You guys are actually having a
Why-
meaningful conversation.
why-
You're becoming like little J, yeah.
Why is there a boot and butt plug?
Oh, what?
Look at
Turkish.
VC. Look at VC chat. What the fuck?
KGB, delete that shit right now. They were never heard from
It's
again.
a boot and butt plug.
They did delete it, and they were never heard from again. So people are kind of like people.
Wait, hold on.
It's
The tree's not
American.
moving.
Oh.
Is tree here? Tree. No, tree's not here.
Tree's not even online.
Damn it!
Why did you say it like you're a 14-year-old from New York?
Because he said he found my waifu, and I don't even know what he's talking about.
What?
What?
Hang on,
Isn't-
where?
Isn't Hitler your waifu?
Is it? Let me guess, it's in staff chat.
No, it's in media.
Immediate
cool.
where?
I can't even see that.
It's really like at the
Okay,
bottom.
this podcast is boring me.
What do you mean
Your
where?
face is
It's
boring
right
me.
there.
It's at the bottom.
He's still dead.
Fucking
Thank you,
hot.
Michael Jackson. Thank you. Thank you. I would do more louder Michael Jackson weird noises, but I can't at the moment. There's like videos online of just like Michael Jackson, but like every weird noise he makes, but it's just weird noises.
Fuck you, Nanime. Stop posting anime. That
Anime
rhymed.
posting anime. Maybe that's the purpose of
Michael
anime.
Jackson updates. He's still dead. What the fuck?
Indeed. On the family TV.
That's the dumbest shit.
Oh my, what the fuck is VC chat?
Not only what is that mean? This poor child.
Oh my god.
Jetstream is overrated.
Your face is overrated.
You haven't even seen my face, and it's not that good to begin with.
It's hideous, I know that.
Fair enough, it is.
Let's see if I'm Hitler. Let's see if I'm Hitler.
I'm getting the video ready.
No need to get that video ready.
I need to get that video ready because I know what's gonna happen.
You don't know anything. You don't know anything what you're talking about. Because in
Oh
fact,
god, I
did not
don't.
get Hitler. I got Mussolini.
You're Mussolini. That's still one of the three you constantly get.
I only get 3. I never get any other ones. I will never get Tito.
Who is that?
Benito Mussolini?
Who is this?
How do you?
Who is this?
Fuck yeah,
Who the
Kosovo.
fuck is that?
Who is that?
It's I see a Kosovo flag.
Joseph Stalin.
Oh, it's Kosovo?
That's Kosovo.
He also
You can
Damn,
see
I don't
because it's Kosovo on the fucking flag.
I don't know where Kosovo is, okay? Don't judge.
Of course you
Damn.
don't. You're American.
Okay, mister, I'm going to Prague. I might not know where Kosovo is, but at least I know how to pronounce fucking cities.
Kebab removal has been started. Indeed, it has. Let's remove. I got the perfect gift for that.
Basically, just made Kosovo exist.
So, everyone want to go?
No, anime. Don't post anime.
Of course. And anime does.
Brutal oppression time.
I said. On the passing goal. What the fuck?
Like, I'm actually
Don't be
genuinely surprised
staring
at
at
how
each
many
other.
of these are, because I legit only get 3. I only get 3. Why are there so many?
Francisco Franco.
There are so many. Why do I only get 3? And why do I get like
why
hit
is
with
this
it
just
90%
evolved
of the
again?
time? Why do I always
Yeah,
get
this is
hit
just
with-
evolved to ship posts, and I am not appreciating it.
Well, I don't see you doing anything about it.
I kind of can't, man.
Become Brazil.
So,
How would we have this
The
kind of
Jefferson
retention when
Cup.
it's just stupid bullshit?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to podcast suggestions. Okay, I'm gonna go to podcast suggestions, and if there's nothing good, I'm turning this
No,
car
there's
around.
nothing good.
Well, liberal food. If you
Questions
want thought-provoking
gonna cause
questions that ain't gonna
don't ask me.
cause an
Here's another one.
answer. Crisis that don't ask me.
You're gonna fucking finish.
You're gonna fucking finish. There's
I don't
nothing
know.
here.
Pardon
There's
my
nothing.
finish
Rich,
soon.
turn the fucking car around.
Question commit seppuku. I've tried and it didn't work. Unfortunately, I'm still here.
Yeah, bleach doesn't
So-
taste that good.
No, seppuku.
Bleach isn't honorable.
Do you know how to commit seppuku, Rich? Yeah, probably
Yeah,
skill too.
I'm just saying, bleach doesn't taste that good.
Goose.
It's also not honorable.
Eh,
Look,
I'm
Mom,
not
I can commit
Japanese.
seppuku with no hands.
look, guys, I can play guitar with no hands.
You should drive without hands, Rich.
All right, bet.
Hell yeah. I thought that was you leaving, Rich.
Animator. Animator. Animator.
Give us
Animator.
an existential crisis animator.
Animator. Animator. Animator. Animator. Animator.
And
We all know what that question is
Animator.
going to be.
Animator. Animator. Animator.
you wake up. I do
Animator,
wake
listen
up
to
in
this.
the morning. The sound of a Discord disconnection sound is quite interesting. We have lost Ranger. We have lost Leo.
Yay! And that's a coup.
The
And-
coop.
My favorite music genre and why I like it, Animator.
Time to execute. Yeah, I guess we're doing a coup now.
Alright, anyway, what are we doing now?
A coup.
Coup de grace. Well, Animator wanted you to say whatever you're going to say.
I just did.
I don't matter.
You left.
Well, I already said it. No, you can't fucking cook. Congratulations, mate. You didn't spell it right.
I can cart.
You spelled it like the kind of car.
Fuck. Curb.
Best tanks of World War One that easily probably goes to the.
What, Mark
I guess.
5?
I guess I would go probably to the FT-17.
Ah, yeah, true. It was like the basis that would drive interwar tanks and early World War II tanks.
And the FT-17 is what started the crew compartment engine separation, the 360-degree turret.
It was basically the basis for modern tanks.
Yeah, it was the grandfather of modern tanks. Now the Mark I was the grandfather of tanks.
Good. I have 10 people. Okay. What is this? Twitter post can do that.
Best Centurion variant, Centurion 5. Centurion 5-1 specifically, of the Royal Australian Armoured Corps.
Hmm.
And you can tell this image is doctored. You don't get notifications for an app while you are in said app.
Also,
So,
the
if you are
also
in the Reddit
the,
app, you don't get Reddit notifications.
also the line between the actual notification and the thing below looks obviously
Okay.
fake.
Oh, now I see that as
No.
doctored as hell.
The difference, no, it's not there's no difference in the sense of it being the most modern, but the best. And in the best, I am thinking in the sense of the most effective, in its respective use. And for that would probably for me go to the Centurion 5-1 used by the Australians. When the Australians used Centurion 5-1s. Mainly being because it had an armored fuel tank on the back that greatly increased its range. It had a better engine. Well, it had the Rolls Royce Meteor instead of the Rolls Royce Griffin. Took off the side skirts of the Centurion, which were helpful in the jungles of Vietnam, and then also added applique armor under the upper plate that greatly increased effectiveness. And then the 20-pounder had a stabilizer. So yeah, all that. Anyways, we're starting to lose people.
Yeah, we're down to 9.
You know the interesting thing about the movie Look Who's Back, which is where the village use for Here and Now Armband thing is the fact that it's actually a German-made movie.
Hmm.
Quite interesting. I wouldn't expect Germany to make a movie about Hitler returning. Although it's a comedy, sort of. Maybe next.
Centurion Mark 5 AVRE.
Indeed, maybe.
Armored vehicle of the Royal Engineers.
Guys, if you have questions, if you come up with questions, or
Well, place on the car
please.
in relations with their father who left 8 years ago.
Damn.
See, mine didn't leave 8 years ago. He died 8 years ago.
Exactly 8 years ago from now.
Actually, like 9.
Okay.
Actually, wait, no, more than 9. Yeah, like 10.
Damn. Twitter account created.
Your died.
Average dream enjoyer as well.
League of Legends. The CSGO-Discord/24/Reddit successfully installed. Congratulations, you've successfully insulted every single member of this Discord server.
Congratulations, you're now a part of the you're now a Discord moderator.
You got him 1,000 plus and what the fuck, Spee? Only 9,000? You good, Rich?
Hey, I'm fine. I'm picking up my tea bottle and I'm dropping it in my cup holder.
I thought you crashed.
Jeez. Fucking
I
die.
didn't, but
I'm better than driving. Better
are
at
you
driving.
like closer?
I've actually been sitting in the parking lot for like the past 10 minutes.
What?
The parking lot? Oh wait, no, you're in like a barracks.
50 terabytes of
You can like leave for a few minutes if it means you getting on your computer.
Nah.
Please, your audio quality sucks.
Like your
Motherfucker, I'm
face.
using the same headphones that I use on my computer.
How's it worse then?
Your mother.
Your father?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, you did not hear your name. You're lying to yourself.
No more anime, please.
Alright. Welcome to... We are listening to Rich play with his fucking... cup holder. What? Anyway, tonight on Bottom Gear, I threw a body pillow for the C4 in your preschool. Richard single-handedly wipes Kansas off the map, and James gets third-degree burns on his schlong after trying to hump a car exhaust.
Tonight on Bottom Gear.
I mean, let's be honest. If you just took Kansas off a map, like, would people really fucking notice?
Yeah, Rich is playing.
Well, a lot of...
Rich always does play with himself. You get used to it.
Well,
I haven't got
anime,
any
if you
more
want
of
to
this
use
because I
me shitting on
fucking love those bottom gear shit. I fucking love that bottom gear shit.
Tonight on Bottom Gear, I throw a body
Not
pillow
on
full of
Bottom Gear.
C4. Richard
I
single-handedly wipes Kansas off the map, and James gets third-degree burns on his schlong after trying to hump a car exhaust.
I personally find
You
it a bit annoying.
failed.
It was
You
kind of a bit
laughed.
over-
I am better.
It was, for me
I
personally,
didn't laugh. I didn't
kind of a bit
laugh.
overused.
You kind of you chuckled. You chuckled.
I did not. I did not.
Did. I agree
did
now,
not.
mate. What the fuck is a Kansas?
It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Just sneaker in Kansas.
One of my friends from high school name was Mark as well. They mostly revolted to us saying that, which he got a lot of.
Man really can't hate on any other games when he plays fucking Roblox.
Imagine playing Roblox SMH.
Roblox is cringe.
Indeed.
I haven't played Roblox in a while.
Good.
Good. The longer you don't play, the better.
Say Kosovo server and then get your account banned. It's doing you a favor. I'm struggling to keep myself awake. Should probably get
Go to
sleep
fucking
soon.
bed.
No, I stay for odd podcast.
Well, podcast
No,
is about to
there's-
die, so go to bed.
We've been sitting on 10 people for a while.
Mm.
King Tiger Tank. King Tiger Tank. School.
I have a better one for you.
What? If he just show me that fucking nuclear bomb shopping, I'm just gonna be like, I've seen that a billion times.
What, me?
So it has. You said I'll give you a better one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. Trust me, you won't be disappointed.
I will be.
That's a pretty cool crab. That's a pretty cool crab.
No Kuno gain. It is a really cool crab photo you have.
No
Crab is cool.
I think Joe Mama wants a coop.
I'm sorry. Did you just say coop?
Yes, I did that deliberately.
And try and just.
I know it's pronounced coo. I did that deliberately.
On the Trojan Camp School. Why does Microsoft Edge even have a school tab? Why is that an option beyond the Beta Club? Why people try?
Rich search history.
Oh, 60 people don't even know. Oh,
Which is-
that is good. Oh yeah, that's good.
See, I told you you wouldn't be disappointed.
I was not disappointed. Somehow. Originally implemented to prevent Tom Brady from kissing other players on the lips.
Your mother.
But right, what do you copied? What, your balls? What?
No bitches?
It's probably just a screenshot someone took of the Wikipedia trolling. That shit happens.
I copied.
Oh, the
what,
range. You mean Rich?
the black people shopping
So what
thing?
do you mean he just copied this? It's literally his fucking profile in the top right corner. No, so this is clearly he did this.
No, yeah, you can clearly see the profile picture there. It's definitely.
I don't know why do they have a mace?
Is it bad that the first thing I thought of when I saw that was the
This way
SS?
for X button or for task manager. Task manager is woefully inefficient.
Why would you use
X button, if it's just some random browser, X button is just it's right up there. But if you're in a game where you actually have to go to the main menu and then click exit and click confirm, it's better just Alt F4.
Damn, that poor kangaroo.
That kangaroo really did just take one to the nuts.
Damn, and a kangaroo kick's pretty powerful, so that must have hurt.
They will break your ribs. Kangaroos are fatal.
5 Nights at Britain. Yeah, that seems like a
Yeah.
horrifying game.
I don't think use task manager when closing TF2. What?
Does TF2 not close properly on your computer? Or is it like just a thing you do because you can?
Is New Zealand relevant? It isn't
No.
relevant, and then nuclear war happens, and then that's the only place that doesn't get fucking nuked because it's not on any goddamn maps.
Yeah. I know
Wherever
Overwatch
the first
actually
ignore me.
included. Overwatch is one of
That's
the few
fair.
things that actually includes New Zealand in in-game maps. Quite fun. Good for them, I
Lies.
guess.
The Pacific Islands. That shit's on maps. New Zealand ain't.
That happened in TF2 lore. It sunk. Or didn't they purposely sink it in TF2?
Yeah,
In
New Zealand
TF2,
sank.
Atlantis is New Zealand.
Yeah, pretty much.
How relevant are Panzer IVs in modern combat? They're not! That shit
They've
is
stopped being used
completely
after
obsolete.
They stopped being used when World War II ended.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, considering the fact that I'm sure there's some probably third world dictator that has like 1,000 people in his country, probably has like a fucking like solidly rusted through Panzer IV. He retrofitted it to have a second generation Albanian lawnmower engine handed him down from like King Zog's fucking great grandfather or great grandson. So I'm sure there's a Panzer IV somewhere still being used. Like in the Middle East, I know there's still like Panzer IVs and shit being used. Like because there's also STG 44s out there and whatnot.
I disagree. We please don't.
Thank you for the ear rape of your fucking
You're
car.
welcome. You're welcome. Figured to liven things up a little.
You know, because I mean, against a modernized superpower, Panzer IV is completely obsolete. They have completely redundant armor, by modern standards, very slow, and a absolutely weak armament by modern standards. Like that shit ain't relevant in the slightest.
The only way you're gonna kill a modern tank with a Panzer IV is if you lie in ambush and manage to get to this and manage to see the side of the modern tank.
Even then, you gotta be lucky.
Because the fucking German guns had really good penetration. It would easily go through the side of a modern tank. Because armor on a modern tank is so heavy they concentrate.
Yeah, but good luck not getting spotted.
If you turn the engine off, if you leave the engine off and you bush it up to hell and back, it's not going to be seen.
So basically, you just become a War Thunder sweat.
Basically.
With 20 bushes on the front of your tank.
But that's the thing though. Like,
Yeah,
if your engine's not on, there's no thermal signature that the tank can be spotted with.
Shit! It's actually a Panzer IV.
Yeah, the Syrians
How
still
old
use
is Panzer?
Panzer IVs and shit.
It looks quite old, unless.
God damn.
Damn.
When the Africa Corps left, like, there's still Shermans that are still in modern combat use.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, there was
Chileans
just
use an
such
M6
a.
Super Sherman,
There was probably
Super
just
Sherman.
so much of them.
Yeah, it's definitely an abandoned
Yeah.
pencil.
Such a
Like,
surplus
Chileans
that
have,
they
like,
didn't need.
They use like a 60 millimeter high velocity gun that uses APF SDS that actually performs pretty well, but they have it mounted on a Sherman. Anyways, I'll be back.
Alright.
If you guys are dead by then, I'm not going to be disappointed.
It's hard to be disappointed. So you got the Panzer Force from the Czechs and the French. I'll coup your balls.
Coup, and I don't think we're having a coup. I've been waiting for like 8 months.
I've been waiting for 8 months. This podcast has not been going for 8 months.
You've been waiting I was going to say something, but my brain is not functioning. Even before the podcast started, you wanted to coup the podcast. Well, silence. Oh, I remember the silence on a cold winter day. Okay, I should stop saying that.
Today,
This is a real podcast.
my wiener right now.
Shut up. Ocean Man,
Who
no.
the fuck doesn't have the talking stick? Who the fuck?
Ocean Man, we will find you and we will beat your meat until it falls off.
He will, I won't. He's just horny.
But you'll just.
In general.
And our silence went silent, and the snow fell. Voices sang to me from no man's land.
I'm not even sure if he can count this as alive anymore. But also, I want to hold out till Rich gets back just to fucking spite him.
A moment of peace in a war that never ends. Today we are brothers, we drink at night. I'm surprised people are still here after me singing Sabaton.
Stop trying to kill it. I want Rich to get back, and then we can kill it.
Then can we play? Then can we talk about the new Sabaton album?
Yes, after it dies.
Okay. No, when it's dead, I'm heading off to bed.
Well, you get to choose one.
Damn, I need sleep.
No, I dropped my thing. Shit.
Circular cat. Circular cat.
El momento del mugus.
Mongoose.
I will.
Among Us.
Probably
Real.
gonna join back on PC soon enough.
That's just making me think of the video of the guy, or the like edited video of the can of soup being thrown at Trump. You can't throw a book, it's brick, it's too heavy. Now a can of soup, you can really put some power into that. I'm not even singing, I'm not even talking about Sabaton. The podcast is dying.
My phone died. Oh no, it's back.
Good job.
No, not coup time.
What is it? Game Pass Australian Immigration.
I will coup
Yeah.
your mother. Tongue blows
So
There's still a chance it fucking sprinted with it.
one of my
Scooby
friends,
Doom. God damn.
one of my friends
Dog
just
blows up
sent me
house
this video. You
with
will
a can
enjoy
of
it.
deodorant. I
You
want to
will-
read the fucking article. What is the context of that shit?
You will enjoy this, You will enjoy this, Leo. I just got this sent from one of my friends.
This is probably an old video. You know how strict our immigration has been since fucking COVID started?
Was it?
Battlefield 1. Mate, you really just gonna travel through 5 hours of nothing but fucking farmland.
The emus.
Congratulations, Rich, you joined the wrong fucking VC.
The emus hate everyone. The emus fucking hate everyone.
Yeah, they don't have any, like, bias. They
They hate literally everything. That's not an emu. They, to some extent, they even hate each other.
like, is that a name? Is that
Yeah, that is.
kind of looks like an ostrich?
No, that's an emu.
That's it. Oh, it's an emu. Goddamn.
Damn. That's kind of cute. That's kind of cute.
Your mother. What do you mean about the spike? I'm 100 meters away from your house. I have 2 Great Danes. I'd like to see you fucking try.
I think the spike
No,
thing. What
I have
Lightbulb was
experience
talking
there.
about. I think the light thing.
Congratulations, you've
Oh my
just
God.
taken a picture of the majority of the fucking country.
My patience with you is done.
Very beautiful.
I think what he meant by I think what he meant by the spite thing is the fact that you said that you wanted to hold out and wait until I got back to leave
Yeah.
just to spite me. So there we go.
Yeah, that was it.
Let me
Yeah,
stop.
that makes
Yeah,
sense
yeah.
now. Yeah, no. I think we call
Yeah,
it.
I think this is a good place to call it.
Should have called an
Yeah.
hour ago and things started devolving.
That's no counting statistics. Or like
Anyway,
just high
we should-
powered rounds, like high-powered bullets can just get past, like a single layer of brick quite fucking easily.
We'll put up some links to the podcast channel.
Yeah, I don't have Chrome open, so
I'll get one up.
Hold on, let me just close my incognito tab real quick.
Gotta go.
Says the man. Hang on. Why aren't you the guy who preaches how they don't use incognito tabs?
As a joke, not a dick. Don't take it so hard.
Yeah, episode 4 is up. Beware. The special guest for that episode didn't record their own audio because they're a complete smart person. So that's going to be a bit annoying.
If Nukes 4, can we do Pompeii, please? Can you do your mother?
So if anyone over the course of this week has
My agents watch. It's funny you think that incognito mode is gonna.
If people have suggestions or questions they want to ask us throughout they come of anything throughout the weekend, please put it up in suggestions. We definitely need more and better suggestions.
Yeah, that's what maybe next week's not as much of a dumpster fire.
Yeah, we can.
That reminds me. For any of the 3 people still fucking listening, there probably isn't going to be a podcast next week.
Oh, okay.
Next podcast
Next podcast we have, my whole announcement thing, I'm not going to be at my house this time next week, and I'm going to be in a place where I can't do podcast, unfortunately. So it's just not going to be able to happen, which is unfortunate, but, I mean, it gives us a break for, 1 week, eh?
Yeah. That's
Anyway. No, you can't coup something that doesn't exist. Alright, yeah, that's about it. So, and abuse Joe Biden's mama, VC Lord.
Yeah, abuse Joe Biden.
Don't abuse the actual US president.
Or do.
Just
don't say that we sent you.
We didn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't say that we sent you, because we didn't.
Yeah, but the episode is up, and that's what we use. And who fucking cares? Anyway, yep, things happen. See ya.